Welcome to the Create Your Happy podcast, where the mission is to empower women in their journey of self-discovery. Here we explore how to fully embrace our humanness, find our unique voice, and understand that through unconditional love and conscious relationships, we have the power to change the world. I'm your host, Christy Holt, your one and only happiness hussy, adventure guide, and conscious funpreneur. I'm on a heartfelt mission to change the world one beautiful soul at a time. Are you ready to elevate your relationships to the next level? I've got you. It's time for a messy fucking beautiful adventure. It's time to create your happy. Hello, gorgeous human. Welcome back to another episode of Create Your Happy. I'm Christy Holt, your adventure guide for this series of relationship conversations, and I am here to help you take your relationships from blah to bliss. Today, I'm going to be tackling a small but mighty and mind-bending topic. I call it the relationship paradox. So let's dive into this intriguing contradiction together. Passion and security, two elements that seem contradictory in a relationship, right? I mean, you want it to feel exciting. No, wait, you want it to feel safe. Or do we? Will we chase the thrill? Or will we play it safe in love? Will we risk the heartbreak in order to find true unconditional love? It seems like there is always a decision to make. But here's a thought. What if we don't have to limit ourselves? What if instead we could hold space for both and? Imagine a relationship where commitment and excitement coexist harmoniously. It's not about either or. It's about embracing both passion and safety. Choosing both. But how can we have a relationship that's both safe and passionate, you might wonder? Now, sometimes change really does require us to challenge our limiting beliefs. And many of us grew up believing that commitment dulls passion, that it just is a natural factor of time. But life isn't black and white, and especially when it comes to relationships. Now, this belief that passion and commitment are mutually exclusive is a limiting one that we ought to try and challenge. So try this on for a moment. What if you could experience both security and those butterflies? Well, I'm here to tell you that not only is it possible, it's actually quite achievable if you're willing to create it for yourself. Want an even bigger shift? Try this one on. Replace limiting either or thinking, such as black or white, right or wrong, good or bad, with both and thinking, which means black and white and everything in between, the full spectrum. Freedom comes when you expand your viewpoint. Now, literally, no one has the same experience and perspective that you do. There are 8 billion humans on the planet, and therefore 8 billion different perspectives. Plus, it always serves us well to remember that we simply don't know what we don't know. The journey to a fulfilling relationship, as you should well know at this point in the season, begins with you. It is about taking radical responsibility for yourself and actively creating the life that you desire. Now remember, the relationship that you have with yourself is the foundation for all of the relationships. And when you're solid with yourself, you'll be solid with others too. Now, once you've built a strong self-connection, it's vital for you and your partner to invest in connecting with each other regularly. This means quality time free from distractions where you can nurture both the emotional safety and the passion in your relationship. Now, you don't necessarily need to spend the time talking. That's not everyone's communication style. Plus, plenty of communication can absolutely occur without any words. But you've got to find a way to communicate where both of you feel seen and heard. Be intentional about creating safety and connection, and it will be so. And I'll tell you what, nothing lights the fire of passion like feeling truly loved and accepted as you are. This is the direct result of your intentional act of creating that space. So worth it. Now, before we go any further, I want you to ask yourself, are you willing to experience more in your relationship? More love, more passion, and commitment at the same time? Now, if you're nodding in agreement or maybe whispering or shouting, fuck yes, then you're ready to get unstuck in your relationships and you are ready to expand your experience, taking it from an either or into a greater experience of both and. And your willingness to embrace self-love and acceptance will, without question, transform every last one of your relationships. In fact, it'll change your entire experience and life. Remember, what you tolerate sets your standard. Even if you're unhappy now, you always have the power to create a new reality. It is all up to you. Now, if your initial thought about that is something like, well, that's easy for her to say, or yeah, right, I do get it because I have been where you are. And from where you're standing with your current perspective and beliefs, I believe you're absolutely right. The problem is, well, the thing to consider really is, do you want to be right about this? Or do you want to have peace and happiness? Because again, the power rests within you. For a deeper discussion on boundaries and how they might be the missing solution, be sure to listen to last week's episode along with episode 7, which included a detailed discussion about people pleasing. The truth is, you deserve your dream relationship. You deserve a relationship that brings you joy and fulfillment. And if you're aware of your unhappiness and yet still choose inaction, that's a choice too. So make it, but stop shaming yourself about it. If you feel like you're intentionally choosing, yet there's something in the way, or perhaps you feel like you keep getting in your own way, hello, self-sabotage. The first step is actually this awareness of this pattern. And while it might not seem like a big deal, observing your patterns and behaviors and how congruent or incongruent they are with your word and the promises that you've made to yourself are really crucial. It's super important here to not judge yourself or shame yourself, because often we're doing the very best that we can with the resources and understanding that we have. And what we need in times of mistakes is more love, not less. All of that said, through the lens of love, take a good look at yourself. Consider, where are those discrepancies between that which you say you want and that which you're actively going after? Because this is where you've got to focus your intention on shifting. Truthfully, if what you've been doing up until now hasn't quite been working and you're still struggling, why not try something different? Why not choose yourself this time? Why not choose to focus on getting to know you? You're truly amazing just as you are, and you have everything that you need within you to create these relationships of your dreams. You are already so loved, but perhaps you haven't fully realized it yet because you haven't completely chosen it yet for yourself first. Loving your whole authentic self frees you. Try it on. Now, embracing the paradox of passion and security is ultimately about shifting your beliefs to the both-and thinking. And it has a little bit to do with rewriting the rules of relationships, redefining the success that you have in your relationship and what a good relationship looks like for you. It's ultimately about thriving in the beautiful interplay of both safety and passion. And you have the power to create this harmonious experience through your actions alone. Talk about a superpower. Ultimately, if you can embrace both of these sides of the same coin, you can create it for yourself, feeling a deep sense of peace, security within, and excitement, passion, and butterflies at the same time. Humans are wonderfully complex and capable of feeling so many emotions, even at the very same time. Now, if today's topic resonated with you, I would love to hear your thoughts and takeaways. I would love to hear your personal experiences and insights. And if you're looking to dive a little deeper into this topic, please be sure to check out my ebook, The Relationship Cheat Codes, and my online transformational program, Love Reimagined. Both will be linked in the show notes below. And they both include tools that can help you to reimagine love from a new perspective, one that incorporates both-and thinking and radical responsibility. Please be sure to subscribe to the show and stay tuned for more episodes about creating healthy, happy relationships. If you have a question that you want answered or a topic that you'd love for me to riff on, please drop me a message. I am all ears. And my beautiful friends, that is a wrap for today's conversation. Remember, life is a messy, fucking beautiful adventure, and so is love. I love you all. Now let's go do some epic shit, shall we? Are you feeling stuck in your relationship? What if I told you the key to a happier, more fulfilling relationship starts not with them, but with you? Introducing Love Reimagined, a transformative mini-course designed to revitalize your relationships from the inside out. Unlock practical tools that empower you to make meaningful changes from within. Ready to reimagine love? Join me now and take the first step toward relationship bliss. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. I trust you were inspired to take back your power and create your happy. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe, leave a review, and share the show with the women in your life who could use a little more inspiration today. If you'd like to connect or explore the additional resources mentioned in this episode, you can find those details and links in the show notes below. As always, get out there, have fun, be you, and create your happy.